Hello, beautiful soul, and welcome back to my channel. It's been a minute. How you feeling? How you feeling? When I've been preparing and I'm setting everything up, I just keep hearing it's all about you. You make the world go round. And an associate of mine made a song called All About You. I'm hearing that song. It's all about you. You make the world go round. You gotta be the baddest MFA in the world right now. And even as that song begins to channel, I also hear Nicki Minaj, Meek Mill, and Chris Brown. All eyes on you. All eyes on you. Yeah. You know the thing about those three artists, right? Each of them have faced some form of adversity where they were at the peak of their careers and then something happened to where things begin to shift to where they don't necessarily fall entirely, but their empire appears to be crumbling down, and it's in the midst of a lot of people who once loved them and admired them, but then it's to a point of once they begin to build their self back up, people were still trying to remind them of how they fail. And this is not to say I condone any negativity, abuse, or anything attached to those specific individuals, because I don't know them personally. And maybe you're watching this, you probably don't know them either. Even if you do, you'll never really know a person and their background and their story. You have to become that person to really know what's going on in their life. Saying all that to say, I feel you have experienced the same exact thing with those individuals. I genuinely feel you have been in a position of power multiple times, but then something will usually happen. It feels like a patterning. That's what it feels like. And the reason why I'm calling it a patterning and not a pattern is because it's something that has continuously happened, but it always shows up in a different form and in a different way. So it's not a true pattern, but the essence of it feels very familiar, like deja vu. Like you've experienced this in multiple lifetimes, but in a different way. You've experienced being in different positions in different times and spaces, but the energy is always very familiar to you, right? But this time is different because now it's literally all about you. Literally. So I have already said my prayer and set my intention. But even as you view this, I want to thank you for allowing me to be within your energy. I'd also like to thank your high vibrating spirit guides and ancestors for assisting with the messages that you are about to receive. So if you don't know who I am, as you hear this sacred sound, as you may notice, maybe there is some familiarity to the way I sound. I have multiple channels, and I feel like you are a multifaceted person and you have multi-channels. And as I channel, I'm pretty sure you're going to be channeling too, picking up messages. You can call me Oshun Siobhan. You may even call me EJ the Empress. You may even know me from Uncaged Unfolding. The reason why I operate in so many different channels is because I know I align to different things. I align to different collectives, and I have a multitude of purposes myself, which is also why you align to me as well. Ashe. Now that I got the introduction out of the way, now that you are comfortable and you are here and you are ready to truly hear me speak, because I notice I'm speaking a lot softer than usual. I feel like this is like your soft era. Yeah. All eyes on you. You and your soft energy. You finna get spoiled. You finna get things you ain't even know you wanted. Like, this feels very protective. Like I have not gone through these cards at all. But the fact that Teresa, thorn is here. The way that this makes me feel is that you desire protection, you desire peace, you desire to be in an energy of safety and security. And maybe in the past you did not feel that way. Maybe you had to fight back. Because it gives me that Chris Brown energy. And again, I'm never condoning anything DV related. I'm never condoning anything as far as, hurting women, children, any of those things. I'm realistic in knowing that good people can be put in bad situations, and even the details of things we'll never truly know. But I feel even in that moment when that initial situation happened, he was trying to protect himself. He didn't go about it the right way. No, we all know that. I mean, come on now, that's logical. He didn't go about it the right way. But when I heard that story as a child, something didn't sit right with me. It didn't sit right with me. And I've seen abuse. I've even experienced some of myself. So even knowing when you're up close and personal on it, you can kind of tell when something's not right or when something's being projected, right? Because again, not condoning anything, but just knowing energetically what that looks like and what that feels like, right? So in regards to you, this feels like you have been fighting and fighting into the outside world. It's like people don't expect you to fight back. You fighting back is wrong. You're not supposed to do that. How dare you defend yourself in that way? How dare you? You're supposed to let the world beat you down. You're supposed to allow it to happen. And maybe you have before. No more is what I'm hearing. Yeah, no more. Look at this. Look at this Tiwa's commitment. So cats could be very significant for you. You may even have lions or even a lioness as a spirit guide. If you are deep into meditation, I want you to, when you get the opportunity, meet up with your animal spirit guides. Because I feel a lot of you have multiple wands and you don't interact with them how you should. It's like you desire to have companionship and you have so many spiritual companions you don't even know. You may have cats in the waking hours in this specific realm, but I need you to tend to the ones in the spiritual realm too. Ashe. Yeah. Because this is going to be a fun time. It is. What you do in the spiritual realm will begin to translate in the physical. That is what I'm hearing. What you do in the spiritual realm is going to translate in the physical. So if you are interacting with your spirit guides and your spirit team and you're visualizing yourself in this energy of love, wealth, peace, and prosperity, it is going to show up. All eyes have already been on you. Now you just get to decide what that truly looks like for you. Ashe. Now, since we are in, this was Wanju, joy. What we're going to do now is I'm going to give you a collective message through Oracle cards and tarot. And we're just going to see how all eyes are going to be on you. We're also going to see what messages your high vibrating spirit guides and ancestors have for you in regards to protecting yourself. Because although we want to enjoy the lightness, we want to enjoy all of the fruits of our labor, we have to protect our garden. We have to protect our fortress. We have to protect our palace. We have to. Because see, you're experiencing wish fulfillment. The genie has been let free. You know that you don't need to lock something away in order to have that type of power, which means that you don't overly need control in order to receive what you know is yours. It comes so natural to you. It's like you never needed a genie. Hell, you damn near were the genie for real. It's just you weren't granting other people's wishes. You showed up for other people, right? But you never allowed yourself to just be latched on. Maybe you thought you did, but I'm here to tell you that you did not. You didn't place yourself in that type of prison. Again, you may have thought you did. You're more powerful than what you realize. which is why I said you're the genie, but you're the genie for you. You can make all of your wishes come true. And you're doing it from a place of love and not a place of lack, not a place of fear. Because when you are helping other people, that feels like obligation, which is why you may have thought you were the genie for other people, because the genie would be obligated to help other people. You now know you never were meant to do that. So this feels like you could have dealt with some type of form of people pleasing. Even if it wasn't the form of people pleasing, this feels like a desire to have achievements and accolades to prove your worth and your value. Yeah. In the words of Keke Palmer, baby, you don't need another achievement. You need a break. You need a break. All of the hard work that you've garnered thus far is why all eyes have been on you and will still be on you. You see how my energy is so calm. I want to speak loud. I want to project my voice. This damn near feel like I'm doing ASMR. Like that's what it feels like. But I feel like that's so intentional, because you don't like loud things all the time. You don't like for things to be overly over the top. You don't mind it sometimes, but it's like it's a time and a place. It's a time and a place for everything. But what you fail to realize is you fit everywhere. There's always a time and a place for you, baby. This is why I'm telling you, all eyes is on you. You don't even realize you are other people's wish fulfillment. It's not the fact that you were supposed to be the genie, baby. You were the wish. You were the star. But you didn't allow yourself to be that. It's like, this feels like sometimes you did. Sometimes you did. Like, you see that? You see that? Apology, forgiveness, karma, balance, comfort, and south node. Oh, you know what this says to me? Your soul was crying out for you to create stability outside of your comfort zone. You cling to things that feel familiar out of fear of getting it wrong, because you feel like you have gotten it wrong so many times before, but you never did. Because let me tell you, when you have people that are watching you the way that people watch you, if you're doing something wrong, they would not care. They wouldn't care at all. Because if they were going to watch you in that way, then it will always be in a sense of like a I told you so. Like, I'm pretty sure you may have had some type of family member who majority of the relatives may have felt like this person was some type of failure, right? And maybe you kind of put yourself in that category. I don't know why you feel that way, which is crazy to me, because I see the success you have gained. I don't see why. It's like you project that when it's the opposite. People want to trade places with you. People want to trade places with you. Which is why your soul is like, baby, I'm sorry, you can't see that. I need you to let go of these bad narratives, because I feel like you're projecting that energy because it's projected onto you. And you're very empathic. You can feel other people's energy so strongly. But even with you feeling other people's energy so strongly, that's more reason why you need to know how powerful you are. Like the fact that your soul is crying out and saying, hey, we know there have been moments where you did not feel safe, and maybe your higher self didn't show up in the form that you could really see. Because I feel like you've gotten into spirituality within the last 7 or 8 years. This feels like you were tapping into your spirituality like pre-COVID. That's what it feels like. And then maybe either within COVID, you really got deep into it, or once the world got back unlocked, that's when it's like that specific timeline, that 2020, when your eyes were finally open, you could see clearly. You could really see clearly, because it feels like before then you were like tiptoeing to the truth. You were seeing it. So this apologetic feeling is not only your soul and your higher self, it's also your spirit team saying, hey, we apologize that you feel like you don't have anyone in the physical. Like, yeah, you got little people here and there, but no, you desire tribal energy. They want to come in and show up for you. But what I'm also getting is you have to stop clinging to things that feel so familiar to you, because you're never going to get there if you still allow yourself to be around the same energy. You can't do that. And I'm not saying like, oh, you just over you the problem. It's not necessarily that, but you're contributing to it in a way that you don't realize. Because let's just say, it's for example purposes. If it resonates, it resonates. If it don't apply, let it fly. But let's just say you've gotten to a point where you're so comfortable in your home, you're at peace. If you go out, you go out. If you don't, you don't, right? But if you desire new energy, you have to put yourself in positions where people who you desire to align to see you. Because yes, all eyes are on you, but most of these eyes you do not desire to see. Most of these eyes you do not desire to lock with, because the eyes are the gateway to the soul. And although people see you, these are not the type of people that you would want to align to. You get what I say? So saying all of that to say, you have to now be a little bit more adventurous, because you were adventurous. I'm saying were because this feels like you I said you're a lot of country energy. It's like you want to be off grid. It's like, how you want to be off grid but you want to be in the world at the same time? Like, this is what I mean by balance. It's okay to have both. Don't feel like you can't. Because even if, let's just say you are a creative spirit and you want to create content, but you're like, oh, I don't want to do all the things. I don't want to have to, read the comments and deal with the people. I don't want to have to constantly post every single day and build up content. I just want to have money, travel when I want to, live my life, and just, have orgasmic experiences to where I can just exist. I can just live without expectation, without harbor, just be so free. Baby, you're doing it now. You're already doing it, and you don't realize that's what's happening. The thing is, though, you're doing it in a space and time that does not look the way you thought it would look. And the reason why it does not look that way is because you have not put yourself in the position for it to look that way. You have to give a little bit to get more. And most of this feels like you have been clinging to your south node. So I'm not going to fuss at you too much. But you need to hear that. You did. And this mic sounds so crispy. Like, ooh. It gives me that vibe, though. So maybe you do desire to be more clairaudient. Maybe you desire to tap into more music, dance more. Maybe you want to go back and forth and do all of these amazing, magical things. Do it all. Don't limit yourself, because your power is limitless and your time here is limited. So take heed of what I say, okay? Because people already see you more than you see yourself. All right. And I apologize if the smacking is a little too much. I'm still testing out this mic, okay? So bear with me. And, that Tiana Taylor, that song might be significant for you too. That song right there, you gotta bear with me. Ooh, yes, I love it. Yeah. So I'm gonna begin to pull cards from the Stranger Things deck. At the bottom of the deck already is the Queen of Spokes, which is the Queen of Cups. Water significant. I said water significant. Water energy could be very significant. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. This feels like you're in this energy of nurturing yourself, but you see how she's moving a van with her hand. You are powerful beyond measure, and you just don't know it. The chills that I feel right now in this moment, you are so powerful. And if only you could see yourself in the eyes of other people, if only you could see yourself in the eyes of your high vibrating spirit guides and ancestors, it's like God smiles upon you when God decides to. And I'm in this energy now of viewing God in the eyes of duality, like masculine and feminine energy. I believe that it just intertwines to create one. But let's just say for a minute that God is untethered in masculine and feminine energy. Like you have the first father and the first mother, and they sit and they watch you like, look at our baby. Look how strong they are. They don't know. Oh, just wait 6 months. They're going to see. They're going to know. They're going to feel it. Yeah. Because I was hearing all the angels in heaven. And I don't want to get too religious or overly spiritual, because I feel like you can have heaven on earth, right? But that just goes to show that you genuinely don't know who you are. Like you do, but you don't know to the capacity of who you are. And if only you did, you would move differently. Yeah. The 4 of strands, which is the 4 of wands. Your life is about to be romanticized in a way you only see stuff like this in movies. This feels like a dream come true. And it feels a little cheesy for me to say it that way, but that's genuinely how it feels. Because I'm getting like Disney prince and princesses, stuff like that, where you're in this energy of being the main character, but you're in control. Because this feels like, I don't know why it feels like a fever dream. Like you're in the dream and you know you're experiencing it, but it's like you're on the outside looking in. But instead of you being on the outside viewing the dream, you're really in it and you know it's real. Like there's no, oh, well, once I wake up. No, this is it. This is it. Wow. With the 5 of spokes, what this views for me, it took you a while to get to this position. You still feel as though you're not satisfied with the love that you receive. And it's not that you're in this energy of desperation. This just feels as though you're one of those individuals who you need to know. You need to know. What does that mean? That's being translated to me. If people are around you, you need to know that they're loyal to you. If people say they love you, you need to know. You can't just accept somebody just telling you, oh, I love you. No, you need to really know it. Like you're not just accepting anything anymore. You're not just going to accept working at any job or being with any career. You're not just going to accept living anywhere, having a lifestyle of any kind. You need to know. And with that energy of the Queen of Cups coming out, that's an energy of, that's an energy of nurturing and wanting to feel safe. So that energy of needing to know makes sense to me, because you're now in a position where you don't have to question a lot of things. The only thing that is being questioned is like you, because you're wondering, what should you do? Where should you go next? Baby, you get to decide. But you just need to make sure that you don't stay in this energy of looking back where you feel like you possibly failed because you didn't. That keeps coming up for you. This is why they're telling you need to celebrate, because you don't realize how good. Look, Boy, I tell you the truth. I tell you the truth. Baby, this is the 9 of scoops. The 9 of pentacles. And see, the thing about the 9s, if we're talking about love, 9s are always significant as far as expressing someone being single. So most likely you're viewing this as someone who's likely single, probably dating, maybe you have a friend here and there. Even if you're not single, this could just be you being an individual within a union, because sometimes people can lose themselves in relationships. They base their whole identity around the relationship. I don't view you as being that type of person. Even if you are a parent or desire to have children, I don't see you making your whole life revolve around your children, which is nothing wrong with that. I just don't see you being that type of person. That's not to say you would be neglectful of your significant other or your children if you desire to have any, but I do see that there's a sense of self that has always been enamored inside of you, because you deserve for people to see you outside of the titles. And for whatever reason, people wanted to attach titles to you, and that was a form of shrinkage. At least they hoped that it would shrink you. Especially, let's just say you are a parent. It's like when people see you, they don't even ask about you. They be like, oh, how the baby doing? And it's like, well, dang, hey to you too. Or even like, you be out, with your partner, and then they like, oh, so where's such and such? How are they doing? It's like, I'm right here. Like, can we focus on me for a second? And I'm not saying like all people are doing that to you, but that just feels like you can tell when people are genuine about it versus when they're just being nosy or they're being shady, right? And I feel like there are people close to you, like genuinely close to you, who a lot of times they're being shady. They don't care about you, but in order for them to kind of fake the funk, as they say, they would much rather know about things attached to you, because then it comes off as if they really care about you. They don't. They most likely want to be nosy. They most likely want to know if things are going good, if your mental's good, but they don't want to ask you that directly. So they ask about the things around you to get an idea of what's going on. Take heed of that. Yeah. Now, if you're operating in this energy of being completely single, you have no true attachments. Some people may know about a friend or something, just little light stuff. Then just be mindful when new things begin to come in, because you do have a lot of new things coming in, regardless of which side you are on. Just be mindful. Who knows what? It ain't meant for them to know. Look at all this ice cream. Look at this. You got a hand over here and a hand over there, which lets me know you're going to have enough to share. But you need to be mindful of who you are sharing with, because everybody don't deserve to have a scoop of your ice cream. Everybody don't need to know your flavor. They don't get to taste this. Should nobody just get an opportunity to taste you. Baby, you a limited edition. You hear what I say? You are a limited edition. No, they can't have access to you. They can't have access to you. No. I like that though, because that lets me know that, again, why all eyes are on you. Baby, you got that flavor. I don't know why I'm getting like, it was like a doll. I think they were called flavor dolls, because it was like a commercial. Like, I'm a 90s baby. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you that I'm a 90s baby. But the doll was like, what's your flavor? Tell me what's your flavor. And all the dolls were so different. They came in all different ways and styles. And these were not your typical like traditional Barbie dolls where they're like all cutesy and dressed up and preppy. No, these dolls had swag. And that's what it feels like to me. Like, your style and your essence is so different that people want to taste it. People want to be close to you. They want to know who you is. They want to know. Because I'm also getting like Bratz energy. Like the Flavor Dolls, I think came out before the Bratz or around that time. But Bratz just end up being a lot more popular because I feel like they were a bit more aesthetically pleasing. Because I loved me some Bratz dolls. I did. Especially Yasmin. Yasmin was my favorite doll. No shade. Yasmin and Jade. I loved them too. Sasha, Chloe. You all know. But anyway. I feel like the reason why I needed to bring that up is because you're needing to get back in that specific energy. And even if you're a masculine energy and you don't know what the heck I'm talking about when it comes down to these Bratz dolls, you may want to tap into a specific energy that's just based around something nostalgic that feels familiar to you. Whether we talking about, Power Rangers, like you might want to be the Green Power Ranger. I don't know, but it's giving uniqueness, and it doesn't have to be gender based either. Because I don't want people to assume like, oh, girls can't like Power Rangers. No, I like Power Rangers. Like it's those type of things where you don't have to fit into certain boxes. You don't have to check those boxes off. This is why all eyes are always on you anyway, because you already do this. So me explaining this, it's kind of redundant because it's like, you know this already. But I feel like I have to say it because you need a reminder. Like you need somebody to, you need somebody to do for you what you be doing for other people. Which is crazy. Because what I'm telling you, you would literally tell to somebody else. But now you need to tell it to yourself. You need to start taking your own advice. And that's another thing. Stop giving people advice. I know you want to help them, but you don't realize you be giving away some of your sauce. You be giving away some of your energy. That's a form of potential destiny swapping. It's unintentional. But what I mean is, and I'm not saying like, oh, that's just exactly how you do it. No. Keep up, baby, okay? What I'm getting at is, if you give people too much of your essence, they can easily pick it up and begin to follow the trail. Because I'm hearing follow your nose wherever it goes, right? They will literally be a bird and stalk you. They will be flying around your head. Not like toucan saying, no, they gonna fly around you like a hawk. Some of you may even be noticing more monitoring spirits where you have random things flying around. They come out of nowhere. Some of you could even have people that be gang stalking you. I told you all eyes is on you. And even though all eyes, most of the eyes are in positive, in just the energy of love, not all of it is going to be love and light. We're going to be realistic, and we know that, right? So when you protect yourself. You don't give your potential competition too much. I'm just going to say too much. Because I know a part of you is like, I can give them my essence. They still can't wear it like me. It's like perfume and cologne. You have specific pheromones, baby. When you spray something on you, oh, baby, it's going to linger. And everybody going to want to know what that is you got on. But just because they put it on does not mean it's going to smell like that on them, because their pheromones are different than yours. Your energy is different, yes, but you still don't give people your playbook, because people will use your playbook and be so good at it to where they would be able to convince other people that it was their playbook the whole time, even though you know the truth. So saying that to say, not to put you in fear or to just have you overly shut down, because I already know you're an introverted extrovert. But I need you to just be mindful of who deserves that. Because you don't have to completely cut it off and just not helping anybody. But you need to learn who deserves it and who doesn't. Because too many times you've had people come into your energy and they were trying to, whether it was intentionally or unintentionally, pick up your essence because they know how powerful you are. Especially if they have you questions like, how did you get over that? Or how do you do that? Or, how you got that type of success? Can you show me that? Can you do this? Can you do that? If you are one of those individuals where things like that happen, and maybe you genuinely just still want to help people, minimize it. Like, well, I can't show you exactly what I did, but I can show you where I got my information from. That way, whatever you learned from it, you keep. And then you allow them to go directly to the source and they can learn in their own way. Because when you read a book, you're going to interpret it in one way. If they read a book, they're going to interpret it in a way that suits them. But if you tell them what you got from the book, now they're thinking like you. Hence, while they are picking up your essence, hence why it would be easy for them to destiny swap, because you would then become their artificial intelligence. Because that's all AI is. All AI does is give you some type of mental based essence of what it can generate in the form of a thought, computerized from somebody else's mind. And it'll give you what it thinks you need to hear and what you need to know. So now, if you're going to be other people's artificial intelligence, you can't get them all the sauce. You got to have restrictions, just like the standard AI has restrictions. Like I can't tell you all that. you ask certain AIs about legal stuff. It's like you might need to ask a lawyer about that. I can't really give you that. It definitely could. Because truth be told, I've even used AI and won some legal cases based on it. And this was prior to me having knowledge about how the water is used and all the things. So it should be used for good, but a lot of people don't use it for that. But we're not focusing on that. We're focusing on you, because people have used you in the wrong way, which is why I had to tell you what I had to tell you. Okay, now that we're off of that spiel, I want to dig a little bit deeper, and I want to show you the energy that you have to look forward to. Okay, baby? So let's see. What does this collective have to look forward to coming in for you? Yeah. And when you are speaking to yourself in any way, and you want to affirm something, I want you to say, yeah. I am beautiful. Yeah. I am fierce. Yeah. Affirm yourself each time, right? The bottom of the deck, the Queen of Pentacles. Money. Yeah. Money. Yeah. Look at this 5 of Wands. You're going to have people competing for you. That's what I'm getting. You're going to have people competing, trying to be in your essence, trying to be near you, wanting to talk to you, wanting to be close to you. I'm hearing back the hell up. Back the hell up. Your spirits don't play about you. They don't. They like, that ain't even your type. You think that's your type. They cute. They bring a little something to that ain't even your type. Who brought them over here? It's just like being at the function, and before you pull up, you asking your home girl, cousin, sister, brother, whoever, hey, who out there? Who there? I ain't gonna stay long. I ain't gonna be in there long, yeah. That's what that feels like. Like, I don't even like them like that. I'm only going because you're there. Oh my goodness. All right. Let's see what's coming in for the collective. Oh, wow. Now I see I'm so giggly and so smiling. Oh, your energy is so good. I'm so happy for you. I don't know why, but this makes me teary-eyed. This makes me feel like, I've been waiting for this. I've been wanting this. Maybe this is how you're going to feel once it manifests in the physical, because you feel it spiritually. Because it feels like your life has been a mess. It feels like your life has just been challenging in certain ways. It's never gotten to a point where you can't bear it. But I just keep hearing like, when am I gonna experience that? When am I gonna have happiness? When is it gonna show up for me? Like, I need this. And it's not coming from a place of desperation. It's just coming from a place of like, haven't I done enough? Haven't I been good? Oh, that good. Oh, because this feels like you've seen other people do bad things and still somehow appear to be successful. I'm here to tell you that was an illusion. That was a full-on illusion, because in the future, you're going to see all of the karma that they gain. Because this feels like with you, you've desired, again, tribal energy. You've desired love. You've desired success. And these are normal things to desire. Everyone desires these things. Nobody wants to just genuinely be alone. But if the choice has to be a chaotic situation versus solitude, you're likely going to choose solitude. I would hope so. I will hope you would not just want to indulge just for 5 seconds and then come back, because that 5 seconds could be that 5 seconds could make or break you. And you've experienced that enough to know what I mean when I say that. So that energy of having not been good, it feels like your inner child is again looking to the sun and the moon. Again, speaking to the Most High. Haven't I been good? I did what you asked. I ain't been doing nothing toxic. I mean, I haven't been perfect, but I haven't been that in comparison to other things. I don't want to compare my life to other people. You know what they say, like, God, I see what you do for other people. That's what it feels like. It's like I'm not ungrateful for what I have, but God, when am I gonna get mine? When is it my turn? I'm not hating on the next person. I'm glad they got that. They deserve that. Where's mine? I don't want what they got. I don't want nothing that don't belong to me. That's what I'm hearing. I don't want nothing that don't belong to me. I just want what's mine. More than enough. I want to be able to give. I want to be able to love. I want to be able to just experience life in its fullest form. Baby, you are. 10 of Pentacles, you are. You are the essence of completion. But this is not the end of be all. No. This is one specific thing that I feel that comes in, and it becomes the glue of all of the other things that will align to it. And it will then turn into something newer and newer and newer. Because it's just like a race. When the race is done, that's not it. It's just like, okay, well, now I just got to start running. No, you prepare for the next race. And then once that one's done, you prepare for the next one and the next one. But it becomes easier, is what I'm seeing for you. You're now so fully equipped to where you get excited for the next race. You begin to get competitive with yourself. Like, ooh, that last race was good. I ain't win. You know, I ain't come in first place, but I came in third. Ooh, next time I'm gonna come in second. You get in this energy of being hype. And it's coming from a place of love and happiness. This feels like an aha moment. This 10 of Pentacles feels like, oh, this is what life is about. Yeah, it is. So what else comes in? Wow, the Queen of Cups again. Oh my God. Double confirmation. The Queen of Cups again. Wow. So even as you receive everything in the physical, because you've worked so hard spiritually, you now get to admire your cup being filled. You get to sit and enjoy it. You get to rest and not feel guilty about resting. You get to move so freely the way you want to move and not have a doubt in your mind about whether you deserve it or not. Oh, this feels so beautiful to me. This feels like an energy of you're growing things. You're growing things. And the way you grow it, the seeds are already planted, which is why the Queen of Cups is here instead of the Queen of Pentacles. The seeds are already planted. You're just watering them now. And you're watering them from a place of nurture. You're watering them from a place of true essence. So regardless of your gender, regardless of how you identify, this is the root of it. So your garden that you have started, your fortress that you have aligned outside of your palace, is now being nurtured in a way where it's easy, and it's not coming from a place of obligation or lack thereof. Yeah. Ooh, is she naked? Girl, you got that coochie out. Hold on. Hold on, yeah. I need to find something good. I can't have her like this. Hold on. This is the star card is here. Wait. I picked this piece of paper up for a reason. What does it say? It say Brazil, Colombia. Oh, those two locations could be significant. Brazil and Colombia. Seeing the star card makes me so happy, because it only reiterates to me how your energy is heightened. Remember how I told you speaking to the Most High, you're looking to the sun and the moon. You were birthed from that energy, therefore you are a star. Because stars are balls of fire. That's the energy of the sun. But you can only really see them at night. That's the essence and amplification of the moon. Baby, you are a product of the Most High. So even once you get this energy of having everything that you desire, you're nurturing the seeds you have planted. Now you get to show the fruits of your labor in full form, in true authenticity. You get to bear your soul. This is what I mean by bear with me. Because even in that song, she says, I've been telling lies. Yeah. You've been telling a lot of people lies. You're not a liar. But the way you step outside, you don't always step out in full authenticity. And what I mean by that, it's not that you're not real. You don't allow yourself to be full. Because a piece of you is like, everybody don't deserve to get to experience the full me. So what? The ones who do, show them. But don't allow the ones who don't deserve it to make you shrink yourself. You show up and you walk outside every day and you show people who you are. It doesn't matter if they don't deserve it. Still show them. Put it in their face. Let them see it. Because that's how you show up for yourself. You don't say, oh, let me hide away. Let me hide away. No, I don't want them to see me. Baby, they're going to see you anyway. What are you talking about? They're going to see you anyway. Stop hiding yourself. That's how you nurture you. That's true authenticity, to where you don't care what people say. You don't care what they do. Because you know you're doing things from a place of power through positivity. And not this energy of lack, as if you are experiencing peasantry. No, baby, you a whole boss out here. You can bear your soul to the world. You ain't got to tell them your secrets. No, that's not. That'd be idiotic to do that. No. But you walk with your power. You have them groveling at your feet, baby. They gonna be trying to grab the hem of your garment. Do you hear me? That's how you are. That's how you embody that energy of being a product of the Most High. That's how. You don't say like, no, it's just like you got all them clothes in your closet, but you be trying to save outfits. Save outfits for what? Bust that thing out. Bust it out, and then maybe you can finally have somebody where you can bust it open for them. Yeah, know what I'm saying? Yeah. So stop acting like you don't know. Stop that. Cause see, look at that. You pouring back into the earth. Do you see how strong your energy is? You pouring into yourself. and you pouring back into the earth. What this shows me is that you're going to be the example that people follow. You're a whole mogul out here. People already watching you. People already trying to copy you. So give them a show. Show them who you are. Show up for yourself. It don't matter what they think. It don't matter what they say. They don't talk anyway. Give them something to talk about. You hear me? And at the end, the cycle begins. Do you see that? You already are equipped with everything that you need. Money, a beautiful place to stay. You may not feel like it's beautiful all the time, but a house is only a home based on the people who are in it. A house is only a home based on how you make it. It's just like people who are hoarders to the outside world. It's like, oh, that's filthy, that's nasty, that's disgusting. To that person, it's a beautiful, magnificent palace. Now, that's coming from a form of sickness, but it's still comfortable to them. And I can't force somebody to see something the way I want them to. That's not my job. They're walking their own path. If they want to sit in all of their treasures, let them. You have your own. You know what yours looks like for you. So love what you have right now. Love every single piece of it, every single part of it. The good, the bad. Love everything and enjoy it. Because where you're going to get more. But you need to make sure you're still rooted in humility. And the reason why I say that is because, excuse me, it feels like with this energy of nurturing, you may have people that want you to stay in this energy of nurturing before you get here to this energy of power and success. This feels like this is an energy that you've stayed in many, many times. Being so nurturing and so loving. But then you somehow, you never get here. But now you finally are getting here. And we talked about this before with the genie and being in this energy of feeling obligated to show up for other people. I'm hearing now you can't afford to do that. Not because you don't have it to give, but because you know you're going to need it, and the ones closest to your heart. I'm hearing closest to your womb. So again, some of you may already be a parent. Some of you may be having more children in the future. Some of you, even if that doesn't align with like just having children, it just feels like you're creating so much that you have to tend to that over helping other people tend to their problems. Because being a creative soul, being in this energy of being a Queen of Cups, you have more than enough to give already naturally, because it's your essence. That's a part of your superpower. Because I'm getting good and plenty. You have good and plenty. And yes, that's amazing. But now you see how she's holding the cup here, but then she's pouring it there. You have all of this water that you have access and exposure to. So now you have taken your ocean energy. You have taken your ocean, and now you're even giving to smaller lakes and ponds. You're now using that energy to help grow other things, because you've helped grow other people. Now you're going to do it for yourself. And it shows up in this form of the Ace of Wands, because the one is a new beginning. And remember what I said, just because you finish one race doesn't mean it's the end of be all. It means the beginning of something new. Wow, this just came full circle. I cannot make this up. This just came full circle. And the Most High, your spirit team, your spirit guides, and your ancestors are only allowing me, they're using me as a means to communicate to you even more that all eyes are on you. They have been on you. So now you need to show them. I'm going to pull a few more cards and we're done. We're done. I want to see what you need to look out for. Because my voice is starting to shake. My voice is starting to crack. My voice is starting to do things that it doesn't normally do. I feel like I need a sip of water. Need some agua. Okay. A lot of messages in regards to things you need to look out for. Yeah. Let's see. Let's pull a few just to see. And these messages could be very random, very precise. They may be attached to each other and maybe not. At the bottom of the deck, allowing access. Being open. Didn't I just tell you need to be more open? You need to be your true authentic self. I'm an open book. Ask me anything. I have nothing to hide. This is what I mean by that authenticity. Yes, people may not deserve to experience it. I genuinely feel you're so divinely protected. You won't have to worry about who does not deserve to get to experience it, because they won't even get close to you. They won't even get a whiff of you. They won't even smell you. I don't know why that's so funny to me, but you don't have to worry about that. You don't. You don't have to worry about nobody coming in, messing up what you got going on. Just be open. When you're open, you allow the Most High to gift you with things you didn't even know you wanted. I told you that at the beginning of this reading. It's all about you. You make the world go round. You make the world go round, baby. So let's see. Oh, bad dates. I don't feel like this is gonna work out. We may not be a match. Oh, as I have to clear my throat. Let me clear my throat. So you know what this shows me? You are going to have, remember I told you before, a little while back, I said you're gonna have people competing over you. You're gonna have people that want to get close to you. You're gonna have people that want to be aligned to your 10 of Pentacles. They want to be a part of your forever. They want to be a part of your forever. Yeah. Some of you could genuinely be a single parent. It's like I immediately got a message. Like, you see how she's standing here and she's holding this baby, right? And then you have this masculine energy who's there. I'm not sure that that's his baby. It could be. But this is this was the message that I'm getting. I'm not saying this is what this card means. That's literally his child when it comes down to the actual card. But this is the adverse meaning that I was getting. That might not be a child. That might be somebody new, right? And she kind of looking at him like, I don't know. Like, it's like I gotta protect my seed. Like this feels like, for those of you who are resonating with what I'm saying, you've been in this energy of having people who may show up in a form that looks like they can give you everything that you've ever desired in a partner, but that was not the right person. That was like a doppelganger, a foe. I don't know. I don't know what you would call it, but because my mind went a little blank. Like, and maybe that's just it. Like, you don't know what to call it. Maybe you've been in situationships. Maybe you've been in sneaky link stuff. I'm not here to judge you on that. But what I'm getting at is that your energy is worthy of having it all. Having it all. You should want 3 things. You know what those 3 things are? Everything. Literally. It should not be I have to compromise. If you're going to allow yourself to compromise, it better be on something so small it's like mundane. You should not be compromising on your morals, your values. You should not be compromising, like, unless you are a person who's like polyamorous. If you literally desire monogamy, you should not be in situations where you're with a sneaky link. You should not be in situations where you are like tiptoeing around in unsafe waters, uncharted waters. You know what I mean? This is where the energy of bad date is showing up. You're gonna have people who are going to put you in compromising situations, or at least try to put you in compromising situations. You have control. You don't have to allow these things to completely manifest. But your spirit team is like, hey, you need to pay attention to that. Because if you don't, you could end up putting yourself in a position of going backwards and going back to staying in that Queen of Cups energy instead of being in the Star energy. Okay? Yeah. What else we got? See? You see what happens. You see what happens. When you take heed of the bad and you become aware of it, this allows you to embody being on top of the world. This allows you to have multiple options, dates booming, they're ready for love. So let's just say you have been experiencing this energy of not choosing the right people or having friends with benefits, and maybe you desire more, because again, not here to judge, just here to enlighten. That energy needs to stop. And once it stops, this opens up the windows of opportunity. This is why you need to be open, because you may be open, but you're not open to the right people. Again, that feeling like, oh, nobody deserves to blase with you, you know? But when you accept what's not for you, that's how you move to what is for you. And you go from this energy of questioning your worth and your value. Because I don't know why, but I feel like some of you feel as though, let's just say you found a really good person and maybe they're already aligned to somebody, or maybe they're long distance, or it's like something keeping you two apart from each other. And you may think like, is this it? Like, am I going to keep being in these type of situations, or is this the best that I can do? No, absolutely not. I'm a firm believer that the Most High is not going to be cruel to put you in something that feels good but is not good for you. No. This is why we have free will. We have a choice. Because although something may feel good in the moment, does not mean it's good for you entirely. This is where you get to be on top of the world, when you realize, hey, I don't have to compromise on that. I don't have to just choose part of what I want. I can have everything. Yeah. See, look at that. I love it. Letting go is over. No more stress. No more trauma. Time to live again. Some of you could have had yourself bound. Some of you could have been in this energy of, again, questioning whether or not, is this for me? Is this my life? No. It's time to let that narrative go. It's time to let that fear go. It's time to let the things that have been keeping you bound, let it all out. Because once you get in that star energy, oh, you are free. You're already free now. But you won't allow yourself to embody what freedom looks like. Because freedom should not be expressed in the form of, oh, I can just sleep with whoever I want to sleep with. I can just date whoever I want to date. I can go wherever I want to go. No, that's not really a form of freedom. Because to me, that feels like a beautified cage. That feels like a jeweled prison. Because you're doing things that are less than you. And again, if you're poly, I'm not speaking about that. But I'm genuinely talking about people who know they want something. Because, poly people have their own rules and stuff too. But if you know you want something, you don't bend the rules just to experience a little piece of it. You don't keep moving the goalposts just to try to experience something. No. You let go of the idea that you would even have to do that. You let go of the people who make you feel or question your boundaries that you have in place. That's freedom. Because with you have morals, you have values, and they are tailored specifically to you and your desires. If a person genuinely loves you, they will love you unconditionally, to where you don't have to change who you are. And I would hope you can love another person unconditionally too, and not expect them to change, not expect them to just be absolutely every little thing. This is why I said you can compromise with small stuff, but it shouldn't be what's rooted at your core. And the last thing, work overload. This is why it's on the Ace of Wands, because it's a new beginning. This is working too hard, too much work, stretching yourself thin, sleep declined. So what this shows me is that you're going to need to create enough balance when it comes down to your success. Success is going to come in very, very fast for you. It's going to create a lot of longevity. Don't have it in your mind that in order for you to keep this success, you have to be on a hamster wheel because you don't. Freedom includes the freedom to choose. So create a schedule that is going to be conducive to your growth, that is going to be doable too. I personally, as a creative, I'm just going to give you a little bit of my sauce. And maybe I shouldn't even give y'all my sauce, but you know what? I feel like I should. Yeah, I'm hearing yes. When I'm creating content, I choose one specific day. Ironically, I'm doing it on the day that I chose. I typically create content on Thursdays. It's a day that aligns naturally to me, my natal chart, all the things. You have your own specific day or days that will be suited for you, and that's up for you to figure out. Don't ask me how I figured out mine. Go figure it out for yourself, okay? Now, saying all that to say, I choose Thursdays. I love Thursdays. One of my favorite days, right? Each day I do something differently. But Thursdays are a day that I typically use to create content. And the reason why I do that is so I don't get burned out. It's so I don't get overwhelmed and overworked, because I've done that to myself before, thinking, oh, I got to create content every single day. I got to be on the apps. I got to be live. I got to do this. I got to do that. No, you don't. No, you don't. That's the quickest way to put yourself in a burnout, and where you just decide, I don't think I want to do this no more. That's the quickest way to make yourself quit. So no. And I've had to take a hiatus. I've had to take a moment and just not do things for a little while. I had to sit with myself. I had to replenish my cup. I had to pour back into me in different ways, right? So this is how I know. It's not just me telling you like, oh, manifestation works and you just do the work. No. You're speaking. I say you're speaking. Is it me and you having a conversation? You're tuned in and aligned to someone who knows what you've gone through, which is why I said I'm not here to judge you at all, baby. That's not my job. What I look like judging you as if I'm perfect? There's nothing perfect about me. I know who I am, though. And I know what works for me. So I need you to know who you are and what works for you. There's nothing in this world that should put you in a state of mind of feeling like you have to overexert yourself in order to feel satisfaction, in order to feel like you've achieved something. It's not worth it. You living is enough of an achievement. You having breath of life is enough of an achievement. You hear me? So I'm saying that to say, make sure that you look out for yourself and you take care of you. Because as much as I know you love to help people, you better make sure you help yourself. This concludes our reading for this specific collective. All eyes will be on you. They're already on you. You have so much to look forward to. I feel like some of you were desiring to know specific details about love. I don't think this specific reading, I'm going to tap into that, but maybe on the next one, I'll tap into what you have to look forward to in new love coming in for you. Okay? But right now, we need to focus on you. Because if you're not focused on you, how you expect the next person to? Because, baby, you the blueprint. You show people how to treat you. You show people how to show up for you. You teach them by how you treat yourself. And in the words of the great RuPaul, if you don't love yourself, how the hell you gonna love somebody else? Because that's real. That's real. If you don't love you, how the hell you gonna love somebody else too? That makes no sense. Because even if you don't love you, how you even know that other person loving you properly? How you even know you really like them if you don't even know if you like yourself? You know what I mean? So I hope this message was helpful for you. Until we meet again, beautiful soul, I am Oshun Siobhan, EJ the Empress, uncaged, unfolding. And I hope that we align again soon. Until next time, I love you and know that the Most High loves you too. Bye, baby.